games of darts, man. Fuck it. Just gotta warm up a little bit. And as you can hear, it's quite loud here. Listen. There we go, nice little dart there. But now I've got to work on my throw a little bit, get a bit better. As you can see, missing the board by quite a fucking mile. Or I end up doing that. I was practicing yesterday, just having a couple of goes, seeing how I can perfect the technique of my throw, because I throw a bit weird, like I throw like this, and you guys can see I hold the dart like this, and when I normally throw, when I let it go, I kind of spin it, and I don't want to spin it anymore, so I've got to try and get that down, that spinning, get it out of there. Now I also got told as well that when you throw, you're supposed to extend your arm fully and flick your wrist down. But I don't think that works. For me anyway, it doesn't. I like to kind of, it's not like a jerking motion, but it's like a flick. I like to play like that because I feel like I got more control over the dart. Now I've been practicing my doubles as well because I've not really hit a lot of doubles recently. I have been trying my doubles, and I played a game the other day where I went around the board 1 to 20, hitting the doubles. It took me about 40 minutes, which I think is a long time, but it's not that long when you're focusing on hitting all the doubles. And the point was to get myself playing and chucking the dart in a way to where I just got repetitive. I want to say repetitive, and that's what I was aiming for. So what I'm actually trying to get is like the technique down so I can throw more consecutive darts and hit the target where I'm aiming. Because that's my only problem. When I throw the dart, I kind of miss the target, or where I'm aiming, it just goes to the right or to the left. As you can see, we're hitting a lot of double tops and that, but I want to get better at hitting the trebles a lot more. Now I do hit them occasionally, just not all the time. And where I aim for the dartboard, I do normally hit around this region and here a lot, 5 and 20. I want to try and get it down to where I'm hitting in the 20 at least 3 times. As you can see there, like the darts, I know they look like they're landing sideways, but they're actually not. The way I'm throwing them should kind of be consistent. Like if I chuck them down like I was explaining just now, if I chuck them down like with that flick motion, it doesn't work. Look, they go everywhere. Like what I've been trying to do is get the motion down of like just straight forward, like with like just a little flick, as you can see there, just a little flick of the hand, but not the one I was told to do where you're supposed to like, as you throw, bend your wrist, because I don't like that motion because it looks like you're doing that with the dart. And I don't want to do that. I want to do that and then let go of the dart. I'll show you exactly what I mean. So when I throw the dart, if you can see it, like it's spinning again. But I'm trying to throw it so it doesn't spin, which is I guess what I'm trying to aim for. See? You see where it goes straight down? Now if I do it again without flicking my wrist, should be able to hit straight forward. There's the treble. There's another. Oh, I've got that on camera as well. Look at that. Treble 20 and an 18. Not a bad throw if I ask me. That's probably my highest throw, but I'm trying to get it down to where I can hit that treble 18, treble 20 more. and to just kind of like, you know, hone in my skill a little bit. So that was 138 I just threw on that throw, which is not a bad throw, let's be honest. But as I say, the technique, the arm, what you're going to do is have a couple of practice throws and then it kind of works its way in. Like you're just going to throw a couple all over the board, which I'm noticing, and then you're going to hit a few where you're aiming, which is what I'm going for. Like if you just do it like that, look, straight down the middle, that's what I'm trying to aim for. Basically, I'm looking at the treble 20 and I'm throwing in that direction, just to hit the treble. Like as you saw there on my last two throws, I'll look back at this footage as well, because I want to see how I threw those darts and just see if my technique was correct, what I was on about. Because those two trebles landed quite nicely, as you can see. Look, it's just straight down, hit the board. But as you can see, they're kind of along the wire straight down, and that's the technique I was talking about, what I like to use. Not this flick of the wrist stuff, it's my own technique I like to kind of perfect. As you can see, I like to let the hand go and then let the dart go at the end, like literally right at the end, just before I'm about to throw it. But if you guys do wonder what my average is, I have downloaded the app called Dart Counter, and I have had a go on there against the bot. Now my average went from my first couple of games, I think I threw 900 darts, it went from a 22.33 to now a 29.75, which ain't too bad for me. But it just means that I average a throw of like around 25 to 30, that is, which isn't great. But then my goal is to get myself into like throwing consistently like that, whether it's 20 20 20 or 20 treble 20, and like, you know, just to not hit that 105. I do have the checkout card as well, so I do know kind of roughly what the checkouts are, but that's my only issue that I'm having at the minute with learning darts again. I did play before, but the only issue that I'm currently having, which I never had before, was checking out. So like I'd end up on like the checkout, which it could be like double tops, 40 or something. I'd hit the 20, then have to go for double 10, hit a 10, have to go for double 5 and hit a single 5. Which then of course, you've got to go 3 double 1 and whatever, and then your checkouts get longer because trying to hit double 1 was crazy the other night. Like I'll try now, as you can see. Like double 1 is, it's one of those darts up there, like near the double 20, and it's really hard to hit. But as you can see, from this throw here, I'm just aiming for the green bit above the white. And like I say, the darts, I've just got to come down a little bit. Now, people say, like, I spoke to different people, and they were like, you've got to adjust your power, adjust how much you throw and all this lot, which I believe is correct. But as long as your technique's right, like you lit the double 18 like that, but as long as your technique's right and your throw is consistent, I think gauging your power and where you're aiming and your shot in general will eventually get a lot better. Like here, double 1. I'm going to go for it. There it is, we've got it. Beautiful. As I was saying, my example was that. You just got to keep going, gauging in, gauging in, gauging in, and if you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's not the end of the world. But it's just repetition. Repetition is what it is. And if you're wondering what flights I'm using, I've got these Wimau Fusion all-in-one flights. They're literally like a whole set. Like they don't come apart or nothing. It's literally one whole flight. Like if I take it off, it's like a consistent stem all built onto itself. And they are a nice flight, I'll be honest. Something new that I'm trying out because someone told me about them. So I decided, oh, I'll go and give them a go, give them a blast. I brought those, and then I also brought some barrels, which are a bit heavier, but I don't use the barrels at the moment. These are the Wimau Barbarian, whatever they're called. But these are 24 grams. These ones that I use here, these are 19 grams, which are a lot more comfortable. But at the minute, I'm currently using the 19 grams, just to get my throw and my technique a bit better, because I feel like I play better with these darts. Like the weight of them is nice, there's no... As you say, they're not heavy. You've not got to throw them harder, anything like that. You've just got to literally get down and just do what you're doing, and that is it. Like that, just chuck the dart straight. As you can see, it's going in a straight line, and my throw is not like a rushed throw. It's just how I go. Like if I get slowed down, then it'll kind of take my throw off me. But I try and throw consistently. each dart I take about 3 seconds, if that. Like we can put a timer on the screen and time it. But I try to throw within 3 seconds of each dart, just to give myself a chance, because I don't want to be like 20 seconds a dart or like 10 seconds a throw, because that's just too long. Darts is a quick game. Like, I don't know if you see it on the TV. Most matches last between like 5 and 10 minutes, depending on how the leg goes. But I just like to throw my darts, like I say, within 3 seconds of each other, like 1, 2, 3. And it's just consistently throwing. That's what I like to do, just to get myself warmed up. But as I said, hitting them doubles, what I did the other day, 40 minutes might sound like a long time, but for a guy that never used to have problems, that hasn't played in a long time, to re-hit those doubles again, it was actually quite difficult. That's why it took so long, because I started at 1, then I went round 18, 4, 13 and onwards. Went round the whole board till I got back to 20, and that was it. And the thing I noticed, I'm great at the doubles between 13 and 15 and 14 and 17 at the bottom here. But it's the little ones in the middle, like 2, 12, all those ones, and 1 in general, they're like really difficult to get. But practice and practice and practice and practice and practice, and you'll get better at each shot you do. Like this now. I took a bit too long talking. Let's see how the throw goes. See? But as you can see my technique there, I changed it. That wasn't the throw I did a minute ago. Now let's go back to the throw I was talking about, which is the throw I'm trying to, like, basically trying to get down. How I throw the dart. And I know you're going to say, but you won't throw the same dart every time. But no, it's not about throwing the same dart or trying to throw the same. It's getting the technique. Like for me, as long as I've got the technique down and it's a consistent, like the arm is consistent, because this is what I'm trying to aim for. When the dart's like this, then I'll let go. I don't want to like throw it here and let go and follow through my arm. Like, I'll slow this shot down to show you what I mean. If I do this, that's not what I'm aiming for. And that's not what I'm aiming for. This is what I'm aiming for. Like as I go at the end, I let go just as that arm's extending. Because, like I said, every throw is going to be different when you throw a dart. Like you can hit the 16, you could go for the 10, you can go for the 11, but you might miss it. This is my point. You might miss the darts you're going for. But it's just all about consistency and keep going. Just get better. Like just call a random number out. Like say 14. You're not going to hit 14. You see. This is what I'm saying. Like the throws are different each time. Every time I throw a dart, it's different. But like now, we can change that number from 14 to say 6. We hit it straight away. Call out another one, 9. We hit the 12. This is what I'm saying about each throw being different. When you chuck a dart or throw a dart, every throw is not consistent. Like the pattern that you've got to kind of get that technique down. And I know you don't need training or anything like that on playing darts. You've just got to kind of hit the numbers and get down from 501 quite quickly. For me personally, what I like to do is get everything in order when I'm chucking the darts, to literally just eventually get from 501 to 0 in the quickest time. Like I think the least I've done is 37 darts, which is not a lot, but to some people they'll go, that's really bad. Whereas me, I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. If my checkout is 37 darts or 35 darts, whatever, then that's what it is. Until I get consistent enough where my checkout drops a bit. I'm not looking to get below 20 dart checkout. You know, I'm not a professional, I'm not a dart player. But I love to play the game when I've got family around or friends, or I go to the pub and there's someone that wants the game. I do love a game of darts. Now, I know it seems like, oh, you're hopping on a trend and everything. I'm not hopping on any trend. I love playing darts. I've had this dartboard up here for like 3-4 years coming up. And I play darts occasionally, but then sometimes I don't. And just recently, I thought, oh well, you know what? I'm invested in these flights, because the guy I was speaking to, he's heavily invested in his darts, which is fair enough. Everyone's got what they like to do. And I took a liking to what he was saying. I was like, you know what? The flights you mentioned, these ones, I'll give them a go. We'll see how we go. They're not the ones he got. He got the K-Flex or something like that. I don't know all the brands. But I went for the Wimow, like the board. I went for the Fusion series, which are an all-in-one shaft and flight system. Now, they're only like £9 from Argos, but for what they are, they do the job. Just hit the ball for what they are, they do the job great. And me as a person, I used to play sport and football growing up. I never played rugby much, but I played a little bit here and there. But this for me, like as I'm getting older, is a nice, just relaxing sport to play. Like I'm not looking to get professional or anything like that. I'm not looking to get on TV with it. I just want to play darts and just have a laugh. And that's what I said like in last week's vlog. I don't know if you guys watched last week's vlog, but if you did, I said about just letting 2025 be the year you do what you want and letting everything else go. Now, as well, some of you guys might wonder, what's the noise in the background? How come it sounds like loads of people? What I like to do when I'm playing darts is make a bit of an ambience, a bit of a sound around me. Like having people here. Because in situations like this, when you're at the pub, around a friend's house or whatever, there's going to be people, there's going to be noise, there's going to be ambience and stuff that you can't control. It's not always going to be silent. You might have music on, something like that in the background, something that's going to distract you a little bit. But I like to do it to just zone in a little bit. As you see there, I like to just kind of, with the noise in the background and me talking and everything and playing the darts itself, I just love the ambience that it gives. Because, yes, I'm going to have a couple of pints in a little bit, but off camera, when I'm like vlogging or when I'm vlogging, it don't matter what I'm doing, but on or off camera, I love to do this. I love to play darts, I love a beer, and like I said, having the background noise there as well helps with everything, like from concentration to everything, because there's distractions in life, no matter where you go, what you do, work, going out, driving, everything. There's distractions everywhere. And for me, this is a distraction, having this noise in the background, but it also helps me concentrate when I'm trying to focus on the game. Because I know in life you can't just turn all the sounds off. Like you can't just turn the lights out, you can't just make everything stop. We've just got to carry on. And that's what 2025 is. We've just got to carry on. All the stuff in the past about, you know, I said it on the vlog last week, everyone and whatever, I said all that stuff, don't let it get to you, man. Life is life, just move on. There's no point in holding grudges against anybody or anything, because what's the point? They just want you to do well for yourself, but it's not about what people want you to do. Do it for yourself, as I said. Just remember, the only important person in the world, regardless of family, kids and whatnot, is yourself. And it's not being selfish. You've got to remember yourself, guys. At all times, remember yourself. Don't forget everything for everybody else and leave yourself with nothing. That's how I work, and that's how my motto is in life. Might be selfish from some people, or sound selfish from me, but if I go and give everybody everything and have nothing for myself, they're all happy, I've got nothing. And like I say, I don't know where this conversation came from just there, where I just switched it a little bit. But in last week's vlog, if you watch it or don't watch it, it says a lot about 2025 this year. There's a lot of stuff going to happen in 2025. A lot of people don't realise. I'm going to be around forever. Like, I say forever, as long as I live. And my family, they're going to be here for however long. And a lot of people in my family don't get on. I don't get on as well with a lot of people. But it's nothing personal with them and me that's going to affect what I do in life. I'm still going to work. I'm still going to move about. I'm still going to do what I need to do to be me. And it's not being selfish. You know, you need to be yourself. You need to just do what you need to do. It's like my dog. We've got the dog now. Yeah, the other dog, I told you this, the other dog, he's gone. I still think about him, but we've got to move on, because if we just pause, what's the point? We're just going to sit there on a chair with our arms crossed, scrolling through our phones and going, oh, you know what, I'm so bored. But just do something with life, man. Just do something. Don't just sit there. Even me, there's no one around me right now. There's the dog downstairs, I've just fed him, he's chilling out. But also, there's nobody near me, and I love this feeling. That's why, even if my mum's here sometimes, she'll sit downstairs with the dog, and I'll come downstairs and come back up, and I'll do the same thing I'm doing now. And there are distractions. She calls him, I call him, he starts barking and stuff while I'm playing darts, but it's not the end of the world. As I've said, the end of the world will be when the world ends when we're not here. Because we won't know when the world's going to end. But also, what goes on in their life is what goes on in their life. I can't stop my mum and the dog having fun. That's their life. Not my life, that's their life. That's what they do together. But I'm up here. I go downstairs, I have a couple of beers there. I come back upstairs. We just do our own thing, man. We just chill, we have a laugh, we have a moment. And that's what darts is about. It's just about moments. And if I was ever to hit a 180 on the board, I would love to, but I don't think I ever will. I know that looked like I just queued that up to happen, but it wasn't going to happen, trust me. As you've seen on the board already, the highest I've scored is 138. But if I ever was to hit another 180, I've done before. I've hit one in my life. If I was to ever hit another one and capture it, that'd be alright. And would I post it? I probably would, because it's a 180. Who wouldn't post a 180? And you're throwing it on camera, and this app that I'm using, I forget what it's called, but it's like a dual camera app, so you can see the ball, you can see me, but I can also do this while you're live on it. Hold on. See if I can do it. I've moved the camera up now. One sec. I can like turn myself into a circle and stuff. I just don't want to get the dartboard out of the way. But now, what I've done there is I've took you, I can't see you, because I've done something. What have I done? I think I can now. There we go. Yeah. I hope my shot's still in the front. My throw's still in shot, I mean, not my shot's still in the front. But we can do all this weird stuff on it, like you can make yourself bigger or smaller. You can do this. Bring yourself back. Like, it's kind of cool. You can do like half and half things. I only learnt this the other day when I was playing with it, because I haven't played with this app for a long time. I had it for a long time, but I forgot what it does. But let's see if we're back now. Try and get you guys back where we were. There we go, that'll do. But yeah, as I was saying, this is, for me, just chill out time. I literally have a good moment, a good couple of hours up here on my own, doing what I do, without the people, or with the people that want to play as well. Just try and turn that a little bit so you guys can see me, not what's behind there. But yeah, that's what we do, guys, man. We just, with or without people, like I was saying earlier. I don't know if you can see, my throat's warmed up a little bit now. But with or without people, man, we just have a laugh. I'm myself, I'm who I am. And I know, because I told you guys before, I do cut people off and stuff and whatever. I'm just dealing with myself. Not mentally, because there's no wrong with me, but I'm just letting things that aren't my problem not affect me. But I do switch off, I do my own thing, and I just like to do that. I'm like an introvert, I've told you guys this. I'm happy doing nothing, but I'm also happy doing something. I can play the computer, I can play darts, I can do a lot of things. Make music, sing, all that lot, record everything and just have a good time. Be with family, be out with friends. But, like I told you, life is short, man. Just live it, enjoy every single day. With your kids, your mum, your dad, your grandma, your granddad, everybody. All you people you got around you right now, just enjoy every single moment, man. Doesn't matter what people think. Doesn't matter what you think. Don't let something someone says or does ruin your day. Don't let her losing a job affect what happens in your world. Don't let not buying that car that you really want affect your finances. Don't go and get a credit card for shopping you don't need. Don't do a lot of things in life, but you know what? Do one thing. Live it. Enjoy it. That's all I say. Enjoy 100. Enjoy your life. So we've had a 138, we've had a 100. We're not doing too bad. And then we throw a 16. But either way, we are having a good time with this. Darts is darts, man. You know? Win, lose or draw. Darts is darts. And yes, as well, another thing. I know I said before about how people look and everything like this and your beauty, your hair and all this lot. I'm not bothered, right? I'm in my 30s. I'm losing my hair. Am I going to get rid of it? No. Am I bothered about a bowl patch? No. Am I bothered about the fact that my hair's thinning? No. Because it's just hair. It doesn't make me who I am. It might change my appearance, but it doesn't change who I am. It's just hair. Like makeup makes someone prettier. But without it, you're pretty anyway. So for me, it doesn't change anything. And that's what I'm getting to. As long as it doesn't affect your life, don't worry about it. Hair's hair, man. We all go through stuff. Beauty's beauty. We all think we're ugly. We're not. I'm not bothered I wear glasses or anything. I'm not bothered what people think about me or whatever. You know, make your jokes or anything about people. Like, be horrible, be nasty, be whatever, just because you're a spiteful person. But it doesn't bother me, and don't let it bother you either, guys. And I'm just bringing awareness to it. Because, like, bullying and stuff ain't great, but also, people that make fun of you and stuff like that, just let them have the laughs. Because, for me, I'm not great at psychology, but that's insecurity on them. Because they've got to take fun out of you to make themselves happy, because they're not happy inside. And that's how I see a lot of life being, you know? Life is that. People take the mick out of others and take jokes out on people because they're not happy, so they've got to make fun of you to make themselves happy, because inside they're not happy. Just remember that. Quote of the day. Your happiness does not affect anyone else's happiness. But if they've got to make a joke about you to be unhappy and have a fake laugh with a few people that aren't real, they're not friends, they're not family, they're no one. They're just people they're drinking with or doing whatever with. If they've got to do that at your expense to have a bit of laugh, a bit of humility, let them. All it means is they're insecure, they've got no future, they've got nothing going on in their life, and just having a little pop at you or making a little joke about you is just what they want to do. But there's some truth beyond that as well. Just remember, people say stuff because they think it's going to hurt a person. As long as you've got the bigger neck, the bigger collar, the bigger shirt on, just extend that collar out and be like, you know what, get fucked. That's all you've got to be. And I did say I will swear on this channel. I've got notes to hold back. I'm not blurring anything anymore. The channel's not made for kids. We're adults in this channel. But as I say, guys, I'm going to have a few beers in a bit. And I'm going to enjoy myself. Let's try and get bullseye. I'll show you how many darts this takes. So that's 6. Now this is my point I'm making, what I made earlier about the doubles and stuff. Keep aiming for that until you hit it. For the double, for whatever. Just keep aiming for it. And I know my throw's a little off right there. I can see it, I can feel it. But let's try my throw again. So what's that? 15 darts? We've got a 25. There's 18 darts. Like I say, this is the only problem I have. Or have. There we go. 19 darts for a bullseye. But the only problem I have had is the checking out or going for what I'm aiming for. But other than that, like I say, just keep practicing. Practice your double, practice your treble, practice bullseye. Practice where you're aiming, whether it's for the numbers, round the board or whatever it is. Just keep practicing for all that stuff, because eventually the technique will come and it'll just be repetitive. It'll be second nature. It'll be just, I can do it. I'm not a great dart player, as you can see, but I just enjoy the game. As I say to you guys, I'm not here to get on the TV. I don't want to be on the TV. I just want to enjoy the game and have a laugh. I played about, I think it was 2 weeks ago now, my younger sister's husband came round, had a few beers, and we had a couple of games. We played round the board. He won 2-1. Then we played 5-0-1, first to 5. He won 3-2. And he only won because, one, he checked out quicker than I did, but I was missing the checkouts. And like I said to you, I'd be on like 32. I'd hit a single 16. I'd have to go to double 8. I'd miss the 8. I'd have to go double 4. And that's where I was wasting my shots. If you can get your double in less starts, then you're on your way to winning. If you can get that double, say you get on the double, you get it in the first 3 darts or the first 6, you've got a chance. Because that's what darts is. You've got to get there before the other guy gets there. You've got to check out and get that double and end on 0. I like the game just because it's darts. A lot of people like to play and win. Me personally, if I'd have won, it would have been nice, but I didn't. I won 2 games in 5-0-1, but I didn't win the big one, which is okay. You're not going to win everything, and the thing is, you can let a win or a loss affect you, right? I don't. Because I'm just going to wait till he comes around next time and beat him then. Because if I don't beat him then and he beats me again, it is what it is. It doesn't matter. Let's just play for the fun of it. That's all I mean by that. Like, it doesn't matter. Play for the fun and just have a laugh with the game. Because you haven't got to win. It's nice to win, but if you don't win, it's not like you're crap or you're rubbish. It just means you didn't check out, that's it. Just means he checked out before you did. Now, I hope you guys can hear me, and I hope I've not muted myself, because I would have just done half an hour's worth of talking for nothing. But also, if I'm not as loud as the volume in the background, I do apologise. It's because I've put some like pub ambience on, just to feel like there's a few people around. Because as I said, it's nice to have a little bit of a distraction and still play the game you're playing. Now my 2025 started off amazing. Like, it's currently Saturday again. And each week that goes by, it's just going to keep continuing to be amazing. Because even though things happen in life, and there's nothing more I'd like than to just get on with life and continue, things happen. You lose dart games, you drink too much, then you get up thinking, what have I done that for? But at the end of the day, as long as you've enjoyed yourself, nothing else matters. People, opinions, what they think of you, what they are as people, that's it. And I'm not directing this to anyone in general, I'm just giving a little bit of a speech on how, not everyone's life, but there is some shit that happens in life that you just can't avoid. And I think everybody's had it, where you just get unnecessary bullshit. Or you get these excuses of, I didn't know this was coming or happening. And it's like, well, you did. And then they're like, no, I didn't. But they're like, you didn't know that was happening. Or they'll cause it and then expect you to be the reason it happened, even though you had nothing to do with it. Hitting some nice darts here, I cannot lie about this, guys. But as you see, as the throw warms up, as you can see with my arm and everything, the technique I was talking about, because we all have our own throws. Like the guy that told me to flip my wrist like this, like look at how the darts end up, either out the board or down the board somewhere. But if I do my own throw, they're a little bit better, because that's all you've got to do when you're warming up as well. Just try and be consistent with the throw and go where you're aiming. Like, all I'm aiming for when I throw my dart is that 20. Whether it hits the 20, the triple 20, or the double 20, that's where I'm aiming, down that middle of the ball, just straight forward. That's where I'm aiming. You see? We've got 85 again. That's the only place I'm hitting. The only reason it went in the 5, if you look on the replay, it hit that barrel and went to the 5. But Just straight down. That's where I'm aiming. Look, another 85. That is literally where I'm aiming, straight down the board. I'm not aiming anywhere else. I'm just aiming for my arm to go straight like that. But as it goes straight here, I'm letting go of the dart. Now that dart to me, you can't see it guys, you might be able to on the camera, but from my eye position to the board, what I can see, when I let go of that dart, it's aiming at the bullseye, like it's aiming centre of the board. Even though I'm aiming for that 20 down the middle, when I let go of that dart, I've got to let go as it extends like that. If I don't let go like this, so that when you throw it, if I don't let go, that dart's going to go down the board. I'll show you what I mean. So if I hold on to the dart, see how my dart is? Pointing down. But if I let go at the right time, it's straight down the middle. But I'm whipping the dart there because I was trying to throw a point there. Sorry, I just hit the camera. But this is what I mean. You've got to kind of just throw it straight down. Look, straight down the middle. And just let go at the right time. As soon as you feel your arm extending, because you'll feel a pull, just let go. Let go. Just knock that out of the way, haven't I? Yeah, as soon as you feel that arm extending, guys, just let go. Literally, extend your arm, throw straight. That's it. Look. Now I know it looks like my darts are doing that. They're not. I'm throwing them straight. It's just how it's landing. Do it again, one last throw. That's not going to be the last throw. Because I'm whipping the dart, if you can see. The darts have gone that way and that way. So if I don't whip the dart like I was explaining not to do, they should go straight. That is all it is. It's not about, you haven't got to measure up, you haven't got to do anything major. Just literally throw the dart straight in the bullseye. That's what I was just explaining where I was aiming, but with the intention of letting go at the right time to hit the 20. And I'm not making this up as I go along because I just talk as it is. You've seen the vlogs. I just cut and paste the clips together. This is a running, what's it been now? Nearly 40 minutes of me doing this. But it's just me throwing the darts straight. As you can see there, when you spin the dart or anything, doesn't go where you're going. So when you throw it, you want to just kind of make sure you're not twisting the dart or anything like this. If you're doing this when you throw it, it's not good. Like, I'll try and spin it and show you what I mean. As you can see, it affects how you throw the dart. But if I do it with my actual throw and spin it as well, I'm not playing like that. That weren't fair. Look at that. 25, treble 20, single 20. Right? There's just little adjustments you can make. I'm just saying, guys. Look, what is going on here? No. There's just little adjustments you can make to make your game better. Try not to spin the dart. Try to just throw it. Because if you spin it, that might happen. That's what I was trying to show you. Like spinning a dart, look, it does this. So when it hits the board, instead of going straight, it's doing this. So it could end up anywhere. But let's go again. Double one. We're aiming for the double one. That's where we're heading. We're aiming up here in the green. Double one. It's just about holding the dart correct and releasing it at the right time. Now what I am surprised about, normally I'm hitting the wood and everything. I've not actually hit the wood yet, or during this. Two double 20s. There's 81. There we go. Nope, we didn't get it. I thought we did. I thought we got the double one there. But just keep practicing your doubles. That's all I'm doing. Because that's the only thing about my game. I can get down the board, I can get the score low. The only thing that affects me is checking out. Whether it's hitting a triple 19, an 18 and like double 14 or something. That's the only thing. The double. There it is. Double one. As you can see right there. What was that? Another 12 darts on the double? Probably 15. But just keep practicing your throws, man, because that's all you can do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That is all you've got to do to get better. I'm not great at darts, right? Like I said, my average is 29, whatever I said earlier on. 29 or 27 something. I'm not looking to get in the top 60, 70, 80 range. As long as I can get down from 501 and check out in under 40 darts, I'm happy. But that's going to be it. I just wanted to do a little bit of a live, a little bit of a hello, and just post this to show you guys that we can have fun no matter what's going on around us. People, family, everything else like that. It's going to be it from me, guys. It's been your boy, Kid Ginger Vlogs. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in a minute because I've got to go to the toilet. But no, on a serious note, guys, let's be honest. It's nice to actually just do something and enjoy doing it. You know, whether it's darts, hanging out with family, hanging out with friends, having dinner, whatever it is, it's nice to actually just do something. And that's all I do in my time off, or whatever, whether it's playing the computer, playing darts, seeing friends, family, whoever comes and visits, taking care of the dog. Pardon me. Like, I don't have a lot of friends, like I told you guys, because I keep myself to myself now. But when I see people, I do like to spend a bit of time with them. But then I reach my limit, and they go home, and I go back upstairs and just chill out. It was the same, like, in my relationships. Like, I know when you're with someone, you can't really make an exception for having time alone or whatever. You only basically get to go to work and come home, and the rest of it you're together. But I used to get that in my relationships. Like, we just need a break in the relationship, like, not to break up or anything, but like, you know, each day. Like, I'd say, right, I'm gonna go and have a shower now, or I'm gonna go, like, you know, take care of myself and do this and do that and whatever. And it's like, not in a bad way, take care of myself. I mean, like, I'm gonna go have a shave, get ready, get changed, and just give myself an hour. Because you do. You need to get that mental bit. Like, as much as you're together every day, whether you're with your kids, your wife, your missus, whoever, your family, that hour a day away, just for yourself. Like, I normally get in my car and go for a drive, but just recently, I've just been doing darts, or just going outside with the dog or whatever. And he enjoys it because he gets to go outside. For me, I enjoy it as well because I get to breathe a bit of fresh air, I get to have a little bit of time out, and I get to just enjoy that minute with him or two, you know, doing what we're doing. Now, what you guys see on my channel is what you get, and a lot of how I am on the channel, like how I speak and how I am as a person, that is me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, everyone has their moments and their fallouts where they have to kind of change their personality a little bit, and I've done that in the past with people, a lot of people. I've had to change my personality and show my true self, but there's nothing about my true self that's worth worrying about or having any issues over. Like, for the people that know me, if you believe I've done something wrong or said something wrong, confront me. But most of the people don't. And it's because I'm either right about what I'm saying, or I didn't bother pursuing that argument. And that's the truth, guys. That is the truth. A lot of people don't like me because I will just say it as it is, bluntly. I'll just put it forward, my opinion or my comment. But then some, I don't try and engage because it's like people that mean something and matter that I don't want to piss off and fall out with. So I just kind of don't engage in. Yeah, I have my frustrations about a few things. I told you guys about Boxing Day, or I might not have. But Boxing Day, we brought a load of food. We did all this stuff, and then people tried to make excuses like we don't know that there was food or whatever, or drink or anything. I told my mum to ring everybody and let them know weeks before that's what was happening. So everybody was aware, everybody knew. And then people just decided that they made plans anyway. So that yeah, pissed me off. And I said to my mum, it's pissed me off. And she said, and I've said now, going forward, we're not doing it anymore. She can do it if she wants to, but I won't go and put myself out of pocket for people that aren't interested in visiting their mum or their brother and just want to come for presents and go home. And it's the truth. They just want to come, get their presents and leave. They don't care about the time they spend with you. The ones that stayed, my younger sister and her husband and the kids, yes, they did. They stayed and had a laugh. The rest of them, or even the ones that don't show up, could care less because they've got a family that they care about. And it's the truth. This ain't me being hard or harsh, it's just the truth. And I know people watch these videos and vlogs, and I don't care what people think of them or think of me, or what I say. I'm going to say what I'm going to say because I've been threatened in the past by family members that they're going to come punch me in the face and do this and do that. They never do. Because they know, once you hit me, I'll hit you back and I'll put you on the fucking floor. It's the truth. And that don't mean what gender you are or anything like that. I don't give a fuck. If you're going to hit me, you're going to get a smack back. And it's the truth. I'm not getting angry or mad. I'm just telling you as it is, guys. I just walked into the mirror, by the way. I've got a mirror right here. I keep walking into it. Because it's weird. The camera's like here, mirror's there, and I've got like, I'm quite a big guy. Look in the door. Look, I can barely move in the door. I've got like what? That much to get past the mirror, and I keep hitting it. So I apologise. But back to what I was saying. I've had people tell me in the past, like, oh, you know, when they're on the phone and whatnot, supporting people that have done stuff to your mum and everything, that tell him to shut the fuck up before I come and punch him in his mouth. I'm still waiting. It's been however many years now. I'm still waiting for that punch to happen. Because even the guy that said it, I went to his door and knocked it. He came here the other day. I still didn't get that punch. I got ignored. I'll tell you the truth, guys. I got ignored by him. But then for some reason he started speaking. But it's not speaking like on a level. It's like getting information out of you. And I've got no information to give. You know, whether it's about my job or about anything. I've got no information to give people. Because what I do, what you do, are two different things. You know? We used to be close, we used to be family. But like your tattoo says on your chest, it's a quote you probably got off a cereal box. Loyalty also makes you family. But look at where your loyalty lies. You're a hypocrite. Look at where your loyalty lies. With people that don't give two fucks about you, and you've got a family here that do. Yet you don't want to be around them. Well, I say them, you probably don't want to be around me and Mam, or just me, for whatever reason, but be as you are. Just because I stood my ground against the abuser that used to live here, be how you are. You took him in, remember, not me. I got rid of him for your mum's benefit. I weren't bothered. I've seen him, he's come round here a couple of times, pissed up as well, the little prick. Trying to fucking intimidate people. He doesn't intimidate anyone. I walked over there on the green. It's on a vlog. I'll insert the vlog here on this side of the video. It's on a vlog because I think I said about it, guys. I was having a few beers on the front. I was smoking a cigarette, and then he just came out of nowhere and was like, "Come on, big boy. Come on, meet me down the green," because he knows it's off. Like, I'm not bothered. I put the camera down, I went over there. But we've got like ring cameras and everything and like security cameras now. And he knows if he does it on camera, we've got stuff against him. But we're not bothered about fucking doing anything like that anymore. I'll just fucking deal with the cunt myself. I'll just go and pull up my car next to him and get out and smash his fucking head in. But at the time, he wasn't allowed near here because he kept stalking my mum after they broke up. He kept coming back to the house. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. He isn't going to do anything, let's be honest. But also, on top of all that, don't trust your family either. Even your own parents and your own mum and that, man, because they've broke up for however long now. Not been together for however many years. And then randomly, she just starts talking to him. I've already told her. And I will do it if she brings him back here. I'm not going to go into details, but I've told my mum 30 years of abuse is no excuse to keep a prick around. And yes, I know that rhyme. I do that. Because no one in this family, other than them other two, are probably going to take him back. I definitely won't. My sister and her family won't. And if my mum thinks bringing him back here is going to resolve everything, another thing coming. She's got another thing coming because I'll never ever speak to that bloke. I told you what happened in COVID. I think I did. I can't remember because I don't watch the vlogs back, guys. I literally edit them and upload them. That's it. I watch the scenes back, but I don't watch the whole thing back. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I said in those vlogs in the past. Like when he left me kind of passed out on the toilet when I collapsed from COVID because I couldn't breathe. And then he got abusive to like the ambulance staff and everything like that. It's stuff that he's done all his life to us as kids. And a lot of people out there are like, oh, I don't want it at my door, I don't want it at this. Because I'll tell you the truth. They act like they're really big, man. They act like they got the balls in the family, but they haven't. I might as well have 3 sisters. That's the truth. No matter what, no matter who it offends or whatever, I don't give a fuck. I've always said what I said on my mind. If it's in there, I'm going to say it. I might as well have 3 sisters because it's the same people every year with the same shit, the same stories, the same excuses, the same lies, the same drama, and I ain't a part of it anymore. Like my Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays used to be snooker, beer, and going down a club every week. Not anymore. And it will never be that anymore, ever again. Even as I get older, it will never be that. I'll never be back in that crowd of people that are so fake. And they are fake, trust me. And I don't care, because people are going to jump to this. Yeah, we're only fake because we're not doing this, we're not doing that, we're not doing that. I can provide for myself, put it that way. Because I don't go down that route of money and stuff. Money don't bother me, guys. I can have it, I can not have it. It don't bother me, I'm still happy. Money's never been an issue with me. I've never had a problem with it or without it. We come here without it, we're going to leave without it. So what's the fucking issue about having it? But as I was saying, that group I was in, that people, that crowd, even the crowd that's extended through them people, no, it ain't for me. Never be. And they can get jealous because I hang around with actual family members, or I talk to my sister, or I do things with family members and they don't. Because I don't hold no grudges. I won't speak to you, but I'll go somewhere if you're there. And if you want to say hello, I'll say hello. If you don't, fuck you. And I know, probably watching this back, you're going to be like, why is he acting like such a big man, such a hard man, such a whatever? It's not acting like anything. It's who I am. I don't care. Life is life, man. If I was to get my head kicked in, or people fall out on me for good, or never talk to me again, I'd just get up and move on with the next day. That's how much I care about everything. Oh, what a dart. What a dart. 160. Is it? Yeah, it is. No. 120. Woo. 140 on cam. Again. That's as close as the 180 we're getting. I'm telling you guys, we nearly got a 180. Some good throws I've had on this board, let's not lie. And this is all within an hour. I've only been chucking darts an hour. because I'm going to go and let the dog out in a second because he needs the toilet. And I'm going to go and see if the beer's cold. Because the beer should be cold. It's been in the fridge overnight. And if it's not cold, we'll have to just have something warm. Now, I know I did say a minute ago on the vlog as well that that was it. But I decided I'll come back and talk about a few more points. And one of the things I said as well, guys, I don't know if I'm going back to it. The reason my vlogs are so unpredictable is because it's about real life. I don't have something where you can kind of Google it and then go, oh, or I don't follow trends, shall we say. I won't pop up in a search if you like Google, I don't know, TikTok ads or something. Like, I don't follow trends. My vlogs and videos are about real situations in real life, about my life. Like, and I can say what I want to say because I'm not mentioning people's names. But I think you kind of get the gist of where half the problems in my family are. I say in my family. Oh, look at that, again. And it's not even in the treble. But we're aiming where we need to go. Look at what an hour of warming up can do. We're hitting the 20s consistently now. And then we've had a 140, 138, 100. We've had quite a few good darts. We have had a couple of good darts, but now my actual throws warming up, the technique's warming up, we're hitting where we're aiming. And as I said, it was about releasing that dart, you know, just at the right time. If you don't release that dart at the right time, then game over, lads. And girls. Let's not forget the girls. You know, don't want to come across like a man-only channel. But, yeah. We've got to kind of just keep practicing. Oh, that was a shit thing. Keep practicing, keep going down the middle of the board. And if you can, one thing I'm noticing with my throw, try and keep this part straight. Don't matter about your elbow. Try and keep that bit of your arm straight when you throw the dart. It helps, because when you extend, if that don't move, you're fine. Now, I didn't make myself out either to be the world's best dart player, because I'm not. But based on some of these throws I've had tonight, if I was playing a game now, within this hour, I'd either be a couple of legs up, or sets, or whatever they're called. You get 3 legs for a set, right, isn't it? But I'd be a couple of games up. Or, I'd be very close to equaling what the other player was throwing. The minute I say something good, I throw a crap out. But it don't matter. But no, honestly, this is what I like to do sometimes. When there's nobody about, or there is somebody about, I'll just put the background noise on, chuck a couple of darts, and just have a good ambience. But it doesn't beat the real thing. But as I said a minute ago, I'm not going to go back down the pub every weekend, every other day, just to play a game of darts and have a good time. When I've got a dartboard at home, I've got beer in the fridge, and I've got basically background noise and the dog to look after. Like, it don't make no right or wrongs about me. I've just got my priorities in check. And they are, I've got the dog to look after, so I'm not going to leave the dog at home. He's only young. He's like 4 months old, 5 months nearly, or something like that. Still a puppy, man. And I've got to look after him. If my mum isn't, I've got to do what I need to do to help him in life. But I'm going to have one last throw. Missed it already. And again. So that's not the last throw. This will be the last throw. For real this time. What a lovely dart that is. 100 to finish. Nice little check out there. I said check out. A nice little finish on the end of the video. That's going to be it from me, guys. It's been your boy, Kid Ginger Vlogs. Make sure you like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next